A truck ran into the sidewalk and hit Alisa.
What?
It looks like she was taken to the hospital. I'm on my way in a cab now, so can you come right away?
No, I can't.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I've got stuff to do. I can't right now.
Aren't you worried about your daughter? She's in danger now.
She's a high school kid. I'm sure she'll get better soon. You worry too much.
Do you get what I just said? She's in critical condition from the accident.
Doctors are evil. They tend to exaggerate to extort money for medical treatment.
I don't care about that right now. Just come quick.
I told you, I can't. My mom's having a birthday party this weekend. I'm skipping work to go buy her a present.
Huh? Is that more important now?
What do you mean by more important? It's her 75th birthday. Of course it is.
So what? Your own daughter is in danger. You shouldn't have to pick which is more important. It's obvious.
Mom's birthday party is more important. It only comes once a year.
I can't believe you. Alisa is facing the biggest predicament of her life right now.
She's my daughter, so she'll be fine. You always tend to exaggerate. When she got hurt in kindergarten, you panicked and made a big deal out of it. Remember?
She had a broken bone then.
Bones heal eventually. This time too, she'll be fine. Don't make too much fuss. You will embarrass yourself.
What's wrong with worrying about your own child?
Anyways, what do you think I should get Mom? I gave her a bag last year. Maybe a jewelry this year?
I don't know. I can't even think about it now.
You have some preparation to do too, like cooking, decorating. You should start the preparation when you're done visiting Alisa. She'll be safe at the hospital, right?
It's fine to take care of your mom, but she's not the priority now. I didn't think you were the kind of person who doesn't even get that.
Really? Because every year, when I celebrate her birthday, she's always so pleased and gives me $3,000 cash if I don't put all the effort into it. She might give me less this year, and I wouldn't want that.
What? That's new to me.
Really? Did I tell you? She always gave us on our way home, tell us to treat ourselves with something good.
You kept it all to yourself, huh? Well, I don't even care at this point.
I will at least treat you to a steakhouse this year.
I don't even know if we can do that. Don't be so blasé.
My prediction? Alisa will be discharged tomorrow.
You're being too irresponsible.
I tend to know. It's one of those gut feelings, you know? I guess I'm more equipped with it than normal people.
I'm at the hospital now. I will wait for you, so hurry up. I feel anxious being alone.
I can't. I have to go to work after buying a present.
If you can't afford to skip work, you can come.
Don't interrupt a man's work.
I don't care about you anymore. All I could do during the emergency surgery was pray. There is no God. It was only after 3 hours that I was made to believe that. At only 17 years old, my daughter had gone to heaven. Hopelessness. The word doesn't go justice. There is no way to name this emotion. The police, the doctors, the funeral home, they talked to me so much that I had no time to lament. I had to deal with them all. Before I knew it, it was the day of the funeral. As for my husband, he was in shock. He even was crying. But he somehow was not in the right frame of mind. I was concerned about that. But I never expected him to take such action. Where are you? Your mother hasn't shown up too. The funeral's about to start.
I've already burned incense.
The priest hasn't even arrived yet.
You take care of the rest. I can't do this.
I know you don't want to accept reality. It's hard for me too. But we have to give her a proper send-off.
That's not what I meant. We're having Mom's birthday party as we planned.
What?
Mom's a little grumpy because you're not here. So we're going to have to order sushi from a delivery service. But she'll probably be happy because I went all out and made it extra special.
Hey, you're kidding, right? This is the last chance to say goodbye to Alisa. You won't be able to see her face anymore. You know that?
I've always wondered, what's the point of having a funeral? Just burn it down and get it over with.
Why do you say that?
She's not here anymore. How much does a funeral even cost? Don't you think it's a waste of money?
Of course not.
I don't care what you think. Mom is still alive, and her birthday party is much more important now.
Please, say you're only kidding. I don't want to believe those are actual words of Alisa's father.
I'm sad too. You know? But she won't come back, even if you cry. Then why don't we take care of the person who's alive by your side right now?
That's not the point. I have to mourn for Alisa properly. And we have to put things to rest.
I'll be fine. I've already had a closure.
Alisa won't be sad to know that her father and her grandmother are not here.
A dead person has no feelings.
I'm sure everyone who is here at the funeral will think it's strange.
Don't tell them I'm at the birthday party. I do know it's inappropriate.
Then come back immediately. There are a lot of relatives here. Of course they're going to ask a lot of questions when you two aren't here.
Don't ever tell anyone. If your relative starts to ignore me, it's your fault.
Then what should I tell them?
I'm in bed in shock. Yeah, that will do. It sounds more like it, and I don't have to feel guilty.
If you're afraid of feeling guilty, forget the birthday party.
Funerals are for squeamish people. I can't stand it. I'd rather eat cake with my mom.
Is your mom really not coming too? Alisa is her only grandchild.
I asked her too, but she wanted the party as we planned.
You guys are really something.
Oh yeah? Thanks.
It's not a compliment. I despise you both, and I don't even know what to say. Suit yourself.
Come drop by when the funeral is over. I will leave you some sushi.
I don't want it. I'm not coming.
I'll eat all then. I'm drinking today, so I'm staying at Mom's tonight.
I hope you won't regret what you're doing.
Where did you go? Why aren't you home on Sunday?
What do you want?
Where are Alisa's remains? Did you set up the altar? I thought I'd at least offer incense.
You don't have to do that.
I don't even see her photo. Where are those photos you had in the living room? Hey, your stuff is gone too.
Sure. It's because I left the house.
Why would you leave without telling me?
You should know why. There are plenty of hints.
Oh, you mean the funeral?
What else is there?
It went well, right?
That's not the point.
Is it a big deal that you have to leave?
I wanted to send Alisa off in peace. I struggled to accept the reality, but I wanted to send her off properly for her sake. But you ruined it.
What did I do? I just wasn't there.
The ignition switch at the crematorium. Did you know that the family has to push the light switch at the crematorium?
I remember when my dad died. My mom had to do it.
I couldn't do it. Couldn't stop crying. Everyone said, if only Alisa's father was here at a time like this. And I thought to myself then, this is my last duty as a parent. I'm her only parent, so I had to do it.
Hey, I'm a parent too.
Please, don't ever call yourself as Alisa's parent and erase all of your memory of having a daughter. Please, I beg you.
What the hell is that?
I don't want to disgrace Alisa.
How dare you? She wouldn't have been born without me.
Why are you so high on yourself? You only play part in having a child. Don't act like a father when you can't even offer a proper send-off.
Shut up.
Your mom too. I still can't believe she chose to have her own birthday party over her grandchild's funeral.
Mom wanted a male grandchild. That's why she wasn't fond of Alisa.
I know, But that doesn't mean she should reject her very last moment with Alisa. I can't deal with you guys anymore. You two trash should just get on with your lives.
Hey, that's too much.
I can't find a word to describe you. I know I called you trash, but that would be disrespectful to trash.
You!
It's weird. I don't feel so angry at you. It's not even the feeling of disgust or renouncement. I'd say it's more like numb. I don't feel a thing. It's like having feelings for you guys is simply a waste of time.
I don't like that. You should be more pissed off. I'd rather you be mad at me and say something like I suck at being dad for not going to the funeral.
I'm glad you didn't come to the funeral, because you're not the parent anymore, so your statement won't apply to you.
Where the hell are you now? Your parents are no longer alive. I know you don't have a place to go.
Yesterday, after the funeral, someone asked me. He asked me what I was going to do now. I told him that I want to leave my husband and keep my memories of Alisa to myself. Then this person called out to everyone. Thanks to all of their help, I was able to move out of the house.
It's impossible to move out within just one day. There's no way you can rent a house right away.
This gentleman owns an apartment, and he let me rent the room.
Who's this guy? He must be so well off.
He's the president of your company.
What?
He was very surprised. He was quizzed about why you weren't there at the funeral, despite the fact that you're a father.
What were you thinking? You should have called me right away if the president was there.
It's not like I was at the receptionist desk, checking on everyone who came. How am I supposed to know who's attending? I don't even know how your president looked. I wasn't even aware of him until he came to talk to me.
You didn't tell him I was at Mom's birthday party, did you?
I'm sorry. I'm not very considerate. I told him exactly what you said. That your mom's birthday party is more important.
You've got to be kidding me.
The boss said the same thing.
Did he say anything else?
He seemed speechless, and so was I. I can't even find the right words to say to you.
Why did the president come though? I didn't tell anyone at work about Alisa.
I heard that the father of one of Alisa's classmates knows the president. Seems that's how he found out.
The president should have at least contacted me directly.
He was very considerate. It was very busy day at the funeral, but he was very caring and told me that I must be feeling very depressed, losing my daughter. Though it was not necessary, I was touched by his gesture.
It sucks. I don't know how to face him at work tomorrow.
Why don't you just stand tall and be proud of yourself that you're the man who celebrated his mother's birthday instead of his daughter's funeral?
I'm in trouble because I don't want people to think that I lack common sense.
Oh, you're aware of that, aren't you?
Crap.
I know how shameful and outrageous this is, and yet, you didn't come. All you care about is protecting yourself in the eye of others. You really are a worthless human being.
I didn't want to just sit around and watch my daughter burn into ashes. I rather wanted to make my mom happy. Is that so bad? I was just making good use of my time.
I would never do that. I bet no one ever does that too.
Tell me then. Were you able to talk to Alisa for the last time at the funeral? No, right?
I did.
Huh? Bullshit. It's only in your imagination.
Maybe so. But I was able to tell her how much I appreciated and loved her. I can still hear her voice.
I don't believe in that kind of thing. Alisa is gone. What's wrong with taking care of those who are left behind?
If that's what you believe, you should follow that. Your values are too different from mine.
Fine. If you insist, go on your own way. But I won't let you keep the compensation for the accident yourself.
Huh?
Mom said there should be at least $100K coming in.
It never crossed my mind. You and your mother-in-law didn't even show up to the funeral? And you guys were calculating the amount of compensation?
Give me all of it.
I can't believe it.
All you want is the memories with Alisa, right? Then you don't need the money.
I don't want it to be yours.
After all, you want the money too, huh?
I'm not like you. I have to build a grave for her.
You can just scatter her ashes in the ocean or in the mountain. Don't spend $10,000 to a mere stone.
Don't discredit Alisa any more than this. There is a limit to what I can bear.
Who cares? As long as I get the money, I can live a free and easy life with Mom. I should quit the company too. The boss will probably try to preach me anyway.
Are you sure?
I don't want to work for a company like that. It's crazy to make someone's wife move without the husband's permission. I can't believe he actually runs the company.
I just told him. He's here with me now.
What?
I'm very grateful that he sees it as if it's his own problem. He's more emotional than me.
Oh well, whatever. Hey boss, you reading this? I'm quitting. Bye.
There's one last form that you need to fill out, so he wants you to come to the office.
What? No way. It's too much trouble.
It's something to do with retirement benefits.
I'm coming then.
I will leave everything to my attorney. I'll let you know if there's any progress.
Alright.
Mr. Grazer, President, thank you very much for your help.
Has the compensation been transferred?
Yes, thanks to the lawyer you referred me to, the compensation doubled to $5 million. With this money, we can pay you back the fee you lent me to build a grave for Alisa. I'm glad to hear that. It was you who made Eric sign to renounce his inheritance, right?
What? What are you talking about?
Didn't you call him up and make him sign on it pretending to be his severance pay? Thanks to you, I didn't have to give that man a single penny. He's not that kind of man who would willingly give up to his inheritance.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know it will not be legit if you force him to sign it. I don't want you to get in trouble for this. I can just turn a blind eye to this.
You don't have to worry about it.
But
I have an 18-year-old daughter myself. Even if she never encountered a misfortune and something horrible happened, I can imagine myself not attending her funeral. I just couldn't forgive Eric as a father myself. That's all.
I agree with you on that.
I'm sure he's waiting for the compensation now. He might even have borrowed some money and spent it all expecting to get compensation.
His relatives told me. It seems that Eric and his mother are all decked out in big brand clothes and luxury cars.
I knew it.
Since they don't have a job, they probably can't get a loan from a legit loaner.
It must be someplace very shady.
Eric's mother is also a very superficial person who likes to show off.
She borrowed a lot of money to give her son an allowance. I'm sure her debt has piled up quite a bit. I was aware of it, but Eric most likely doesn't know anything about it. So 2 idiots are in debt. That sounds more like it for their ending.
But if they find out that he was tricked into writing the disinheritance papers, don't you think they will sue you?
I want this money to be well spent for my daughter. I will give it up to her. We have an audio recording of Eric saying this.
What? Did he actually say that?
Yes, without doubt.
How did you come to that conversation?
There was a small pool money of $2,000 in our employee travel fund. We refrained from traveling for the past few years, so the money had been saved up.
I see.
We don't normally have a retirement plan, but I suggested to him that we will give him $1,000 for his severance pay if he will let us donate $2,000 from the travel fund for your daughter's grave. I know I said some outrageous things myself.
Did he believe it?
Easily.
Is that when he said those words?
I'm sure he thought $2,000 as nothing compared to the compensation he believes he will get.
But this is not a good thing, isn't it?
To destroy evil, you have to use dirty trick at times. It's something you don't need to know.
I understand. I will pretend I didn't hear anything then. There is no trading my daughter's life for the money. But the money wasn't handed to Eric. That's all that matters to me now. Stay strong. Feel free to stay at the apartment as long as you wish. It's yours now. Thank you. But it's time for me to keep my chin up and face ahead. I'm going to try to walk on my own feet. Otherwise, Alisa won't be happy for me. I see. I'm always here for you. If you have any problems, please feel free to contact me anytime. Thank you very much. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Kreiser. Your daughter loved you so much. Please stay the same. That is all I wish for you. Yes. I will do my best. When I meet my daughter again someday, I hope to tell her with confidence that I lived a wonderful life. Thank you very much.
Hey. Why are you in this fancy restaurant? At first, I thought a bottom feeder like you couldn't possibly be here. So I had to look twice.
What? Did you go to all that trouble to text me that?
I went through the trouble of unblocking you. You should thank me for that instead.
I didn't ask you to do that. What's your problem? We divorced 6 years ago. I don't need you, my ex-husband, to tell me what to do now.
What the hell? You were at my beck and call when we were married. Aren't you acting cocky now that you're divorced and no longer with me?
Who's the arrogant one here? When we were married, you made fun of me, disrespected me, and you treated me like a slave.
You were actually a slave, weren't you? You were able to live because of the money I earned while working. It's only natural for you to be thankful to me.
Stop it. When I talk to you, you make me feel terrible.
That's exactly what I want to say to you. I was in this restaurant first, remember? Don't act arrogantly. You are the poor person who came in after me. Are your companions poor as well? You all came here to keep up with the Joneses, right?
The people I'm with are all from work. We're all here to eat because we finished our tasks for the day. It's none of your business.
Oh, work, huh? I wonder if there are places that will hire a bitch like you.
Don't make fun of me. Before I got married to you, I was a regular employee at a company. I would have continued working if you hadn't forced me to be a housewife. I like what I do.
In other words, you and I are both glad we got divorced. But hey, it's the type of company that hires anyone, right? I bet the pay isn't that great either. Don't bring all your trashy friends to this fancy restaurant. Remember how this place is known for its high-end Italian cuisine?
Would you shut up? Besides me, everyone else here is amazing. Much more than you can imagine.
Don't make me laugh. I can tell they're incompetent just by looking at them. You should feel sorry for comparing them to an elitist like me.
Enough. True, I was the one who arrived at the restaurant after you, and I apologize for that. But we're strangers now, so don't mess with me. See ya.
Where did you go? Did you go to the bathroom or something?
I'm just changing my makeup in the bathroom. What do you want?
I just looked up and you were gone. I assumed you couldn't pay the bill and fled after you ate.
Excuse me? There's no way I would do something like that. Unlike you, I have common sense, so don't worry.
Don't talk as if I don't have common sense. Do you have any money? It's pretty expensive here.
Don't worry. I don't come to restaurants I can't afford.
You seem to have a lot of leeways, don't you? But I'm guessing you can't all pay the bill. That's why you've all been sitting here for so long.
Can you please stop making assumptions? We're all just discussing our future work plans. We didn't come here just to eat like you. We're all hard-working people.
You've been making fun of me for a long time, haven't you? Don't talk as if I'm not a hard worker. I was going to pay for your meal, but forget it.
No thanks. I would have refused even if you had offered to pay me.
You really are acting like a bitch. Well, I guess you're right. You've always been good at helping yourself to others' wallets. There are a lot of guys in your group.
What are you trying to say?
I mean, I'm just thinking you'll flirt with the guys and then ask them to pay for you.
Excuse me? Why are you saying that? When did I do that?
You seem to be good at it. You fooled me like that too.
Fooled you? When did I fool you? You're the one who pretended to be nice to me and then changed your tune after we married.
I don't know what you're talking about. When we first met, you pretended to be a vulnerable woman, didn't you? I thought I had to protect you. I guess I got the raw deal.
You're the worst. I believe you have a memory problem. In our marriage, you did whatever you wanted. And now you're blaming me for it? You are pathetic.
I'm just telling you the truth. Just having a poor person like you in the same room with me makes me uneasy. But now it's even worse because you're becoming arrogant enough to talk back to me.
So why don't you just stop contacting me? I'm already divorced from you. I'm a stranger and I don't need you to tell me what to do. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Goodbye.
Hey, Olivia! You blocked my WhatsApp, didn't you?
What? How come? Why are you still sending me messages after I blocked you and deleted your phone number?
I went to the trouble of changing my phone number. You should be grateful for my efforts.
Be grateful? It's rather annoying. What the hell are you doing? Didn't I tell you to stay out of my life?
No, I was pretty drunk at the time, but the next day when I woke up and thought about it calmly, I recalled how beautiful you've grown.
Huh? Don't say weird things out of nowhere. What are you up to?
Come on, that's mean. I'm not up to anything. I just wanted to speak with you while I was sober.
What's the matter with you? You were making fun of me the other day.
My bad. But I'm really surprised, you know. You looked so much better than you did when we divorced. Maybe you lost some weight.
When you and I were married, every day was stressful. All I could do was blame it on food. I had to calm myself down by eating every day. I think I was much fatter than I am now.
People change, don't they? Anyway, you're beautiful now. I believe you are worthy of being taken on a date by me. So, I'll take you out to dinner.
If I go out with you, I'm afraid the meal will be terrible.
Huh? Hey, you, what do you mean by that?
I mean it literally. You enjoy having dinner with people you like. It enhances the flavor of good food. If you eat a delicious meal with someone you don't like, the delicious meal will be tasteless. It would be a waste, wouldn't it?
Do you even know what you're talking about? You're not going to get away with mocking me.
When we were a couple, I used to be scared of your threats. But I'm no longer the type of woman who is scared of such things. Trying to persuade me is pointless.
Damn, what a jerk you are. I offered to buy you a nice meal, and I even told you that you looked better than before.
I didn't ask for it. On the other hand, you've grown sloppy, haven't you? I'm sure you eat a lot of prepared foods, don't you? I see you drinking as much as you want and living a sloppy lifestyle.
What the hell? That's all because you left. It's because you divorced and abandoned your husband's care. That's why I'm in this mess.
You haven't changed your attitude toward blaming others. Well, I don't really care because we're strangers now. If you continue to be like this, you will lose more and more people around you.
Shut up. It's none of your business. I forgave you and invited you out for a dinner. I swear you'll regret turning me down.
On the contrary, I'll always make the same choice, no matter how many times you ask. It's a waste of my time to get involved with someone like you.
You bitch. You keep saying cocky things. I'm going to crush you, I swear.
You're free to do what you want. I'm not a weak woman who will be crushed by you. See you.
Hey, Olivia. Why aren't you at your parents' house? I went to pick you up.
What? What do you mean you came to pick me up?
I went to your parents' house to pick you up, but you were not there. Your dad splattered water on me. It was a real mess.
Don't be ridiculous. Why did you go to my parents' house? Dad and Mom have nothing to do with this. Don't bother them.
What are you talking about? Don't act as if my presence is a bother.
Actually, it is. When my dad found out I was being harassed by you, he got very angry and my mom was crying. They didn't want to meet you. I'm sure they didn't even want to see your face. Why would you do such an insane thing?
I went there just to pick you up. I was just trying to be nice to you.
I said it's annoying. Don't go to my parents' house because I no longer live there.
So that means you live alone, huh? In that case, you can come home.
What? What are you talking about?
You've been living alone since we got divorced, right? I'll move in with you because you're probably lonely.
I've already remarried.
What? Remarried? You?
Yes, me. I have a partner, so I'm not alone, and I have enough company. So no thanks. Well, even if I didn't have a partner, I wouldn't rely on you.
What the hell? To begin with, aren't you lying that you got remarried? I can't believe that a dullard like you would remarry. I'm the only one who would take a no-good woman like you.
That's enough. I understand that you still think I'm a fool, but I haven't sunk to the level of being disrespected by you. Why don't you look in the mirror before you speak negatively about others?
What are you talking about? I'm perfect. Sure, I've put on some weight recently, but I have a handsome face and a good job. If you were to have a husband, he would be someone like me.
On the other hand, you have terrible personalities, so it balances out. Or it could have the opposite effect on you. I'm not sure.
Go to hell. I'll never forgive you for making fun of me. Don't you forget, I'll get my revenge. It's been a long time, Olivia. You did remarry, didn't you?
Do you finally believe me?
I didn't believe it at first either. I've been looking into you for the past week. Then I saw you walking with someone who looked like your husband.
You were spying on me? Don't say weird things.
But I didn't have a choice. If you hadn't remarried, I would have taken you.
No thanks. I told you, even if I don't have a partner, I don't want you.
Don't be shy. You married that guy because you had no choice, right? Perhaps you were concerned about public opinion, but he is no good. He appears unprofessional and has a slouchy face.
Can you please stop saying bad things about my husband? At least he is far more capable than you.
Oh, come on. You just want to put up a front like that, don't you? You won't be able to control your emotions if you don't. If you don't think you married someone better than me, I'm sure you'll regret divorcing me.
What are you trying to say? I'm not trying to put up a front. He's a really great guy.
Yeah, whatever. I already know he's not a good guy. Look, Olivia, break up with that jerk and remarry me.
No thanks.
You know what happens if you don't obey me, right? If you refuse to marry me, your husband will be in trouble. I can go to your husband's workplace and speak with him.
If you say so, why don't you do it?
What? What's with that attitude? You don't think I can do it?
Well, it's not like that. I'm just saying if you can do it, go for it.
Are you sure? I'm really going to do it. I don't care if you regret it later.
You're the one who'll regret it later.
Huh? Why? I'll blackmail your husband into divorcing you. In the end, I'll get you back and the whole thing will be over, right?
Well, if you do that, I think it would end your position at the company.
What do you mean?
You were investigating me, but didn't you look into him? He's the next president of the parent company of your company.
Huh? My company's parent company, and he's the next president?
I used to work for the same company as you, remember? I didn't want to work for the same company as you again after my divorce. So I took a chance and went to the parent company for an interview. And I got in.
Oh, for real?
For real. And while I was working, I met a guy who is now my husband. 2 years ago, I got remarried. Now I have a baby in my belly and I'm the happiest I've ever been. So, will you stop bothering me?
Oh, well, I didn't know that. And, I just wanted to start over with you. That's all.
Really? You're going to declare war on my husband? Well, if you want to do that, be my guest. You're the one who's going to get crushed, though. As soon as I texted this, Isaac stopped replying to me completely. I spoke with a coworker who works for the same company as Isaac, and she informed me that Isaac has recently been working harder and more seriously. On the other hand, I had a baby 6 months later. I am having the most wonderful time of my life.
Sarah, I just finished inputting data. Can I go home now? Excuse me? You were gone pretty much all day today, so it's okay, right? Nancy, I was visiting a client for a business meeting. Besides, do you know what time it is? Or is the time and space distorted around you? Huh? It's only after 2 p.m. You have about 3 hours until you can go home. But I'm done. I'm free. Then please ask your chief if there's anything you could do. I told you that the chief is in charge of the curriculum for training new employees, didn't I? Can I do that tomorrow? You sound like a mean mother-in-law. Huh? A mother-in-law? You're a little overbearing just because you're the big boss. And you're 43 years old, aren't you? You're jealous that I'm only 20. I bet you'll become a mean mother-in-law. You should be nice to people. I want to let you know that I'm still single. What? Well, I'm getting married in 3 months. Wow, you're getting married at 43? What kind of guy married to an old lady? Isn't this a marriage scam? Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure he is a well-confirmed partner, so I'm sure he is fine. Enough about my personal life. You're not fun. I'll talk to your chief, and you can get your next task and get started. Uh-huh, okay. Sarah, I did some research after that. About your fiancé. Yes? What did you find out? Did you work so hard to seduce him? What are you talking about? We are still at work. Hey, how did you do that? Get to work. Please tell me. I won't reply again. Oh no, I wanted to hear more. Sarah, how are you? I have to make a very sad announcement. I'm in a relationship with your fiancé. I'm sorry that you failed to get married to a rich CEO. If I want to, I can ask James to fire you. So, Please don't be too bossy towards me. Just give up and leave. Sarah, are you okay? What? Why are you asking that? When I saw you at work today, you were acting strange. I see. I was visiting your office today. I wanted to talk to you, but I had a meeting right after that, so... Thanks for looking out for me. I'm sorry I made you worry. If there's anything you want to talk, please do so. Our wedding is in a month and a half, and you don't want to go into the big day feeling like you're not ready, right? Yeah, well, I'm not sure how much I can tell you because it's about work. I think you'll feel a little better if you tell me. I won't tell anyone. Please do not worry. Just talk about it. Well, then just for a little bit. Yeah, I'll listen as much as you want me to. Thank you. It's about this new girl at work. She's so selfish. In what way? Well, she is one of our director's relatives, and that is how she got the job. Recently, she started dating our CEO, and her attitude has been accelerated. She's slacking off at work to the point where it's safe to say she's not doing any work at all. People around her cannot say anything because she's CEO's girlfriend and the director's relative. It feels like I'm the only one trying to make her do her work. It's already creating a bad atmosphere in the company. That's not cool at all, is it? So what's your CEO saying? He's all over her. His management skill has always been questionable, but now he is all about the 20-year-old girl. 20 years old? Isn't he in his 40s? I heard he got divorced about 10 years ago, and he's been single ever since. Almost a father-daughter age difference. Well, if they're happy with their relationship, we should not say anything. But we are all frustrated. Okay. Hey, can I take care of this? Huh? How? Your chairman of the board is the CEO's dad, right? Yes, he is. That's right. You know the chairman personally. Yes. I can't go into details yet, but he once told me something when we were at a bar. He was still thinking at that time about his successor, but now the company is not in the ideal state. I think he'll make up his mind soon. If things could turn around for the better... I'll talk to the chairman first. Just give me some time. Okay, thank you. Hi, Sarah. You're having a wedding today? You're going to have a wedding all by yourself? Wow, you're so miserable. Are you crazy? I mean, you know your groom isn't there. Are you marrying your imaginary groom? That's insane. Good morning, Nancy. What have I been saying all this time? I'm with my fiancé getting ready for a wedding now. What? Are you getting ready with your imaginary fiancé? You should see a doctor soon. Doctor? Because he is with me now. What? Well, you know I'm dating our CEO. Yes, I know, but I'm going to say this right now. An old lady like you is not suitable to become CEO's wife. He wants me to be his wife, a young, pretty 20-year-old. Huh, I see. You need to cancel your wedding now. No, your relationship and my marriage have nothing to do with each other. Huh? You just don't want to admit it. Nancy, are you thinking of marrying our CEO? Yes, you were so annoying at work. I didn't think you deserved to marry our CEO. That's why I took him away from you. I'll marry our CEO, okay? By the way, we went to court to turn in our marriage documents. I see. So that's what you were after. Yes, if you understand, why don't you call off the wedding? He won't be there anyways. It's miserable to have an imaginary groom. Listen, Nancy, he's not our CEO. Huh? Or, to be more precise, he's not the boss anymore. Why? You were absent from work on Friday, so you don't know what's happening. The board of directors has decided to remove CEO from his position. He was forced out of his position. What? Also, the director who brought you has resigned too. What do you mean? To put it in a straightforward and easy to understand way, he was fired because he was too busy with you. What? You were always late for work and left work early. He let you do whatever you wanted at work. Do you know how much of a negative impact this has had on other employees? Negative impact? You are so rude. I mean, come on, you fired our CEO? You must be angry because you don't get to marry our CEO. I didn't fire him. The board did. Besides, you misunderstood an essential part, so I'll correct it. My fiancé is a CEO, but he is the CEO of a different company. What? They are our most significant business partner. I'm sure you know. That's my fiancé and today's groom. He's going to be my husband. What? That company is bigger than our company, and the CEO is famous for being a handsome 39-year-old. You're marrying the handsome CEO? Yes, indeed. That's not fair. I'll be his bride. Well, the answer is no, obviously. You won't be saying that for a long time. I'm sure he'll fall for me when he sees me, young and pretty. Do you want to come and meet him? Of course, I'll come. Where's the wedding? In Hawaii. Hawaii? Hawaii. Why Hawaii? I don't have time for you anymore. Bye. What? An old lady like you is getting married to a CEO in Hawaii? I just got married to an older man who got fired. That's not fair. The former CEO of our company begged the board to stay. Now he's working with a title. Nancy was not happy and wanted to get a divorce. But soon, she found out that she was pregnant. She left her job and had no one to help her. Even the former senior director gave up on her. She does not have anyone she can rely on. The other day, I saw her and her big belly husband in town. She did not look happy at all. On the other hand, I took this opportunity to start my own business. With my husband's support, I am enjoying my new job and newly married life.
Hey, Katie! I heard about you. Is it true? Hi, Lorla. Wow, it's been a long time. How have you been? I'm good. So, what's going on? Why didn't you tell me? What? Oh, right. You said something like you heard something about me. What about it? Don't play dumb with me. I heard about it. You're going out with Nate from our high school, aren't you? Oh, that. Yeah, that's actually true. We just started dating a few weeks ago. Things just started between us, so it's not really official yet. You're making me blush. Why didn't you tell me? I thought we were best friends. I know we didn't go to the same college and we don't see each other as often as before. But still, I thought you would tell me everything. What is it? Am I the only one who thinks you're my best friend? I can't believe you. It's terrible. Oh, Lorla, you need to chill. I didn't mean to keep it a secret that I'm dating Nate. We were supposed to meet this Saturday, remember? So I thought I'd tell you then. I wanted to tell you in person, not on text. But still, I wish you would have told me anyway, even just the brief update. I'm your best friend. Well, sorry about that, but I didn't think you'd think that much of me. It's kind of weird to say this now, but thank you for everything you've done for me since high school. Oh, stop it. You're not just trying to make me feel good, are you? I know we don't get to see each other much now that we're in college, but I'll always consider you my best friend. So I want you to tell me if something happens. Got it. Thanks, Lorla. I'll let you know if something comes up next time. Promise? Anyways, congrats. You got your wish now. I'm so happy for you. You always had a huge crush on Nate since high school. What? You knew about it? Of course. You always say you weren't interested in him. But I know you were constantly checking on him. In fact, you couldn't keep your eyes off of him during class and even during club activities. I've been aware of it since the beginning of the senior year. I mean, you were so obvious, anyone would have noticed it. Oh, it must show it in my attitude. I feel shy now. It was really easy to notice. I just decided to see where it was going since you didn't seem to want to make something happen. That's why I didn't make any move. But I'm really happy for you. Nate is so friendly and easy to talk to since high school. I think you guys are a perfect match. Oh, Lorla, thank you so much. It makes me happy to hear you say it, especially since you know me well. Congrats again, really. Hey, how about the three of us go out for dinner sometime? It's been a while since I talked to Nate too. I want to hear all about how you two got together. I'm actually curious to know how you guys ended up going out. Sure, let's. I'll tell you the details then. I'll let Nate know too. All right then. Text you later. Hey, Lorla. Can you pick up my call? What? Katie? What's wrong? Did you get my message? I said I want you to pick up my call. Oh, I don't think I can right now. Why not? Because I have a friend over at my house right now. I'll call you later. Is that okay? A friend? Oh, really? Nate is there with you now, isn't he? That's why you can't answer the phone, right? What? Wait, what? Why? Why? That's my line. What's going on? Why are you and Nate together? So awful of you to steal someone's boyfriend. Why do you do that? Oh, I see. You found out. I guess I don't have to keep it a secret anymore. Sorry, Kate. Nate is now mine. I can't believe it. How could you do such a thing? You say you're my best friend. How can you do that to your best friend? I trusted you. You trusted me? Oh, you thought of me as your best friend? Sorry, but I never thought of you that way. What? What do you mean? It means what I just said. I was being so direct and you didn't get it? I only thought of you as someone convenient since high school. You know, there wasn't anyone who I felt close to at school. So, I just picked you because you look so timid and never said no. You don't want to be a loner, right? I didn't want people to think I don't have any friends. What are you talking about? Is that how you thought of me since high school? Yeah, but it shouldn't be that surprising. Oh, by the way, about Nate. It was when the three of us went out for dinner that other day. We exchanged numbers while you went to the restroom. And then things started to roll well. I'll leave the rest to your imagination. I don't get it. How could you do this? Even if you don't think of me as your best friend, you stole someone's boyfriend. Do you get that? You're wrong as a person. You're crazy. Huh? You're overreacting. Who do you think you are? Do you think of yourself like a tragic heroine? You've always been like that. That's what always irritated me about you. It's not like you and Nate were married. Couples break up all the time. It may be rather a good thing for you. Aren't you actually glad that you found out he cheats so easily? It's more like I did you a favor. You should thank me. I can't believe this. That's how you thought of me all these years. I never thought you were such a person. Whatever. You're the fool for believing me. That's enough. I can't do this anymore. I understand how you feel now. There is no way I can be friends with you anymore now that I know what kind of person you are. Don't ever get involved with me again. Don't contact me again. Ever. Bye. Long time no see, Katie. Do you remember me? How could you forget about your precious best friend? Right? Huh? Lorla? Why? What do you mean, why? Is it weird that your best friend is sending you a message? Stop it. You're not my best friend. Stop making fun of me. In fact, don't you remember I told you not to contact me ever again? I thought I blocked you from my WhatsApp. Unfortunately, I changed my account when I got my new phone. So now I can contact you as much as I want. Let's be friends again. Yeah? Are you kidding me? You haven't forgotten what you did to me, have you? Don't ever contact me again. There you go again, playing that tragic heroine. Chill out and just listen to me for a second. I heard you found another boyfriend again. Don't say it like that. So? What do you care if I did? It's none of your business. Don't be so cold. I'm assuming you do have a boyfriend now. You and I have a special relationship. How about I get your boyfriend again? That's enough. How much more are you going to do this to me? Stop it already. Besides, my boyfriend is not that kind of person who will cheat. Don't even waste your time conspiring something silly. Wow, you're so full of yourself. That's interesting. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm already in a relationship with your boyfriend. Or fiancé. I'm already having an affair with him. What? What are you talking about? Stop lying. I'm not lying. I'm just saying that it took a lot of work to get that information. Well, I haven't told him yet about you just to keep him off the radar. I was just thinking that if I get him for sure, I'll make a surprise announcement. I couldn't wait to tell you. I'm surprised at myself that I actually managed to keep it a secret for this long. You've got to be kidding me. What the hell were you thinking? You're always going after guys who are already taken. You're not in school anymore. Do you know that? It was not acceptable even when we were in college. How long are you going to keep doing this? Do you have something against me? What? Because, I can't accept the fact that you're happier than me despite the fact that you're no one. That's why I'm doing my best to prevent you from becoming happy. You're so plain, not even pretty. You only got to enjoy your time in high school thanks to me. Huh? How can you be so corrupt at heart? It's up to each individual to be happy or not. Don't just steal someone else's happiness. Why don't you go find one yourself? Who do you think you're talking to? You better watch your mouth. In fact, that's so boring. It's so much more fun because it's your boyfriend. So, you know what? Why don't you just shut up and give me your boyfriend again? I'm sure he'll be happier that way. Whatever. Absolutely not. I made up my mind that I'm going to marry him. And so is he. Plus, he is not a heartless person who will cheat. He's not the kind of guy who will be fooled by you. I see. Then, why don't you just dream on? I mean, I can't believe how optimistic and carefree you are. That's exactly why you get betrayed so easily. Like I told you, I'm already in a relationship with him. I think it's only a matter of time before he breaks off the engagement. Don't hold a grudge against me, okay? It's your boyfriend's fault for cheating on you. You can go ahead and say whatever you want, but if you're trying to steal someone else's boyfriend again, you are definitely going to get what you deserve. You should be prepared for that. Are you threatening me? So bossy. I don't care what you say. It doesn't hurt at all. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your limited couplehood with your boyfriend. Hey, that's enough. What the hell do you think you're doing? Sending me a wedding invitation? Oh, did you get it? Don't be so surprised. I really wanted you to come to my wedding. You're coming, right? It's your best friend's wedding. Screw you. An invitation without the bride and groom's names and just the date of the wedding. Besides, I can't make it on this day anyway. Not that I'm going to a wedding in the first place. Don't be so cold. Are you busy planning your own wedding or something? What? I didn't tell you I'm getting married, did I? How do you know? We're classmates, don't you remember? It's so easy to get your updates if I ask few of your friends. But that doesn't mean... Just leave me alone. I told you, he's not a cheater. Why are you bothering me so much in the first place? Wait, are you just trying to harass me and lying about everything? When you contacted me the other day, I asked my fiancé. He said he doesn't know you and he's not in a relationship with you. Huh? You believe that? He would never tell you the truth that he's cheating on you. You are too carefree. You're living in your fantasy world or something. He's not a liar. He's never lied to me before. I'm sorry to say this, but I already know your wedding date. I will be taking over your wedding, not just the fiancé. All right? Be my guest. What? Be your guest? Are you serious? You know I'm the type of person who will make an action if I'm determined to. Yeah, go on. If you really think it's okay, then do it. But you'll be the one who gets in trouble later. Hey, you think you're threatening me? You know I'm not going to give up for something like that. I love to see the look of frustration on your face on our wedding day. I'm curious to see the reactions of the guests too. It'll be fun. How can you come up with so many terrible things? You really are evil. I should have realized this sooner. Whatever. I won't back down no matter what you say. I won't give him back to you even if you apologize to me. I said, do whatever pleases you. If you think that's gonna work, why don't you just do it? Yeah, I will. Oh, and by the way, don't tell him I'm coming to the wedding, okay? I want to make it a big surprise. That way, he'll be more excited. He'll make a great memory too. He will be so glad that he didn't marry you. I'm going to keep it a secret from him. So, don't do anything to mess it up, okay? I won't even bother to say something so stupid. Besides, like I said before, my fiancé didn't know about you. He showed me his phone, and I found no sign of him communicating with you. If you're saying it for the fact that you are having a relationship with him, I'm pretty sure you've got the wrong guy. It's not him. A wrong guy? I will never screw up like that. I'm telling you, you can't scare me off. It won't work. Alright. Well then, why don't you just go suit yourself? I'm telling you again though, you are on your own no matter what happens. Don't be so cocky. It's no use trying to scare me. Why don't you look forward to the wedding then? Good morning, Katie. It's a beautiful day for a wedding, isn't it? Yes, it is. What's up? You came all the way to congratulate me? Huh? Of course not. You really are still living in a fancy world. I just came to tell you that I'm going to take over your husband in the wedding. I'm here to let you know that. That's very kind of you. Thank you. But I'm sorry. I guess there's no point in you coming to the wedding. Huh? You're still mumbling that crap? You know I'm not the same height as you. So, I even went to the trouble of renting a wedding dress for myself. Huh? A wedding dress? You're not going to wear that, are you? Of course! I'll be there in a second. I'm sorry, but I'm the one marrying him. I even have a wedding dress on. I'll be the bride instead of you. I'll take care of the rest. You'll be surprised to see how great I look. When I show up, you'll be so embarrassed because I look much prettier. Well, I wonder who will be more embarrassed. There is no one here you're looking for. What? What do you mean there is no one I'm looking for? It means exactly what I said. The man you say you're having an affair with is not my fiancé. Huh? What are you talking about? Of course it is. I saw you with him on your Instagram feed. My feed? I haven't updated in years. Well, I know that, but you didn't say you broke up with him, so you're still with him, right? No, we broke up long time ago. I got locked put on my Instagram because I lost the password. So the Instagram you saw is like a fake account. I'm sure you're talking about Kyle, right? Well, yeah, but... Wait, what? Your fiancé is not Kyle? He's just my ex-boyfriend, but I heard that Kyle was engaged, so I thought, this can't be. I had never imagined that you misunderstood and were dating Kyle. I'm just so shocked that you can be so dumb and screw up like that. Wait a minute! So you're not Kyle's fiancé? That's what I've been telling you. Kyle and I went to college together and we just hung out a bit. By the way, I also know his fiancé because we all went to the same college. I'll make sure to tell her about you. No, stop! It's not Kyle's wedding today? Nope. It's my wedding with my fiancé, who you don't know, and you were going to attend in your wedding dress. It's so hilarious that it's painful, but I actually can't wait to see how it turns out. No! Wait, please! Don't say anything to Kyle's fiancé. Haha, it's too late. I already sent her a message. No shit! By the way, Kyle's fiancé is a very tough girl with a strong sense of justice. I'm sure you'll be punished very severely. Oh, and also her parents. I think they are the top management of some big company. You might get sued or demanded a huge compensation. No way! Don't scare me! Well, I guess you deserve it. Anyways, I have a wedding to go to. I don't have time to waste worry about you. Though, I'm actually a little curious to know what's going to happen next. but I know it's not going to end well for sure. This will be the last time we converse. So, take care, Lorla. Oh, hey, Katie! Wait! Aren't we best friends? Hey! Help me! What? We're best friends? You're not my best friend. Well then, I really have to go now. Bye. Wait, you're kidding! You said we were best friends! That's terrible! Help me out! I blocked Lorla from my WhatsApp following the incident. We had an amazing wedding. I had invited some of my high school classmates, and because they saw Lorla in her wedding dress at the ceremony, I had to explain to them what happened. As a result, my friends burst into laughter. People couldn't stop talking about it during the reception. After that, bad rumors about Lorla continued to spread. In the end, Kyle's fiancé demanded compensation from Lorla. She really had to pay for what she deserved.
Hey, Karen, do you live in Greenville? Oh, Lena? It's been a while. What's with a question out of the blue? I mean, I saw someone who looked exactly like you near Greenville Station today. She looked nobody else but you. I did go out today and was at Greenville Station, but... I knew it! So it was you I saw. How long have you lived in Greenville? I've lived here since I got married. I like it because it's easy to get around and it's a nice place to live. Since you got married? So that guy you were walking with today was your husband? Yeah, that's right. I was out with my husband all day today. If you saw me, then it was my husband who was with me. Oh, seriously? I only saw him for a distance, but he was so cool. He was tall and very handsome. Oh, really? He's definitely tall, but I think his face is average. Besides, he's unreliable in many ways. Is that so? But hey, does it matter if he's good looking? Besides, you're a serious person, Karen. I'm sure your husband is serious too, right? Well, I think he's serious at heart, but not everything is all happy with him, you know. There's a side of him I'd never seen before marrying him. Well, that's what marriage is all about, isn't it? Even you aren't perfect. Do you feel sorry for talking about your husband like that? Yeah, you're right. So, why were you at Greenville Station? Didn't you say you got a job in your hometown, as I recall? Well, yeah, I did, but I got fired from my job for a reason. What? Fired? And getting fired from a company, that must have been pretty serious. Well, don't get hung up on the details. And I was living in my parents' house, but my parents kicked me out. So I did some research on the internet. I found this place on the internet as a cheap and comfortable place to live. Well, it's true that this area is not that expensive for a convenient place to live. Apartments and condominiums are also quite reasonably priced. I wonder if that's true. I'm glad I moved here, but I didn't think too much about it when I moved here. So I'm in trouble because it's more expensive than I thought it would be. Well, it would be tough if you were suddenly fired from your job. If you need any help, you can contact me. If there's anything I can do, I'll help you. Oh, really? Then, can I ask you a favor now? What? If it's something I can do. You can do it, with ease. I want to go to your house sometime soon. What? My house? I don't mind, but why? Well, I'm pretty tight on money, so I thought I'd be treated for dinner at your place. Ah, I see what you mean. I can't cook much, but I'm totally fine. I basically work from home, so you can come on weekdays. No, I'll go on weekends. Oh, really? Do you already have a weekday job? No, my job is still just a part-time job. Your husband went out with you today, so that means he's off from work on weekends, right? Yeah, well... So I'll be there on Saturday or Sunday. I want to meet your husband. You want to meet my husband? I don't think there's anything interesting about meeting him. No way, because your husband is so handsome. Just meeting him and talking with him would be like a feast for the eyes. That's why I want to meet him and talk with him. No, that's a little... I'm sure my husband would be puzzled to meet you out of the blue. Can't we do that some other time? No, why? It's fine. Hey, Karen, we're friends, right? You told me earlier to tell you if there's anything you can do. That's true, but... Right? Then it's decided. I'll come visit you next Saturday. What? Next Saturday? I can't wait for a delicious meal. Well then, I'll be looking forward to seeing you. 1 week later. Lena, may I have a word? Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry to have bothered you today. Oh, the food was so good. Karen, you're so good at making pasta. Thank you. Anyways, isn't there something you want to say to me? What? Something to say to you? I don't have anything to say. Then I'll tell you. What was that attitude of yours today? My attitude? What's up with that? I was just enjoying your house. Don't play dumb with me. As soon as my husband greeted you, you suddenly started flirting with him. You were talking to him the whole time, totally ignoring my presence, weren't you? Oh, that. Minor details. Sorry, I didn't think you cared, but I didn't mean to be flirting with him, you know. What are you talking about? You were sitting right next to my husband on the sofa, and you were touching his body too. Did you think I didn't notice? Oh, you were looking at me so closely, weren't you? Well, you were always in the kitchen doing stuff. I was hoping you wouldn't find out, but I guess you were watching all the time. You seemed to be enjoying with such a happy laughter that I couldn't help but watch. So what are you trying to do? I don't think you'd normally treat someone's husband like that. What? What? Are you jealous? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying it's not normal. Scary. You don't have to be so angry. Kevin is your husband. You should be more confident. What's that? Lena, are you making fun of me? I'm not making fun of you. We've been friends since high school, right? I would never hurt my precious friend. Then you're wrong about me. I don't feel good when you do that kind of things to me. I was hurt enough during the time you were at my place today, so don't do this anymore. I can't believe you get hurt over something as small as that. You must have a hard time living your life, huh? What's that? Don't you usually apologize first when someone feels bad about something you did? Why do I have to apologize? I just want to be friends with my friend's husband. I don't have anything to feel guilty about. Don't be silly. It's quite obvious that you have nothing but bad intentions. Don't be so rude to me. If you're so anxious, let me visit your place again. Then I'll promise I won't do anything like that again. Absolutely not. Please, don't come visit me again. 2 months later. Attention, please. Lena? What is it suddenly? Today, I have an important announcement to make to you. An important announcement? If you have something to tell me, can you hurry up? Actually, I won Kevin's heart. What? What do you mean, won? I don't understand what you mean. I literally won his heart. Kevin has fallen in love with me. Now he is mine. He doesn't have feelings for you anymore. What's that? Does that mean you had an affair with Kevin? talking in the past tense. It's still ongoing. Actually, Kevin is at my place right now. He's been home late lately, hasn't he? That's because he's always at my place.
I can't believe it. How can you do such a thing without hesitation?
Because I did it in high school too. It's not that big of a deal.
High school? What are you talking about?
James, who you dated in high school. You were depressed because he suddenly dumped you, right? Actually, it was me who stole your high school boyfriend. And now, I've easily stolen your husband too.
I'm going to take you down if you don't take me seriously.
What? Take me down? Hey, Karen, what are you saying all of a sudden? You don't have the guts.
I've been aware of it for a while. You always look down on me. You've always made fun of me.
Of course! You noticed now? I've been looking down on you for a very long time.
Why are you so...
A boy I liked in high school liked you.
Oh, that's all?
Huh? What do you mean that's all? It was a big deal to me. That's why I stole your boyfriend. I even stole your husband this time. I was so happy to find out that you were around where I moved to. Thanks to you, I got my revenge.
Oh, I see. I was a little worried that I might have done something to you that made you hold grudge against me for a long time. But now, I feel so much better. I'm convinced that it was Lena who was at fault. Thank you.
Huh? What are you thanking me for? Do you realize that I have your husband now?
I do. You want me to divorce him, right?
Exactly. Kevin wants to get a divorce too. He was lamenting that you might not agree to it, but you seem fine.
Of course. I can't be married to someone who cheats on his wife. I'll leave Kevin to you.
Surprisingly, that went too well. Oh, by the way, that house you're living in right now, I'm going to ask you to move out of there too. You're prepared to do that, right?
A sure thing. I'll be out by the end of the week.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure, isn't it? Well, it would be miserable for you to ask your husband not to leave you. There's no way you would do such a thing in front of me, right?
So, are we done talking?
Yep. It's confirmed that Kevin will be mine. I'm done with you now. Now get divorced as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll do that. Well then, I wish you all the best. 1 week later.
Long time no see, Karen. I didn't expect you to really leave in a week. You surprised me and Kevin.
Well, a promise is a promise. So, what do you want?
I just thought I should give you a heads up.
Of what?
Thank you for getting a divorce so quickly. Kevin and I just registered our marriage. Your ex-husband and I are now a married couple.
Enjoy your life in hell.
Huh?
Well then, I hope you can make a living at best. Good luck.
Wait a minute. What was that?
What?
You just said hell. What do you mean life in hell?
I know it's the beginning of your hellish life, so I wished you luck. Was that hard to understand?
What are you talking about? I was able to steal Kevin away from you, whom I hate so much. And on top of that, I even got married to him, you know. How can I live a life in hell?
You just signed the papers, didn't you? It was fine that you took my husband away from me and got married to him yourself. But did you think about what happens after that?
Well, what do you mean by that? I took your husband and this house from you. I'm still ahead of you no matter how you look at it.
Even with 25 years left on the mortgage?
What? Mortgage? 25 years?
That's right. We bought this house 5 years ago with a 30-year loan. And
it's in Kevin's name. So he has to keep paying for another 25 years.
No way! This house has that much loan left?
I guess you didn't expect that. You're just a part-timer, so you can't pay it, can you?
I have nothing to do with it. Besides, Kevin will pay off his loan. He works at a good company. He can easily pay off the loan.
Well, it would have been easy up until now.
What? What's with that meaningful tone? What do you mean, up until now?
Huh? You don't know about this yet? Kevin got caught cheating with his colleague and got fired, you know.
What? Cheating? My Kevin?
That's right. And it seems the other party was also married, and her husband is demanding compensation. It sounds like it's turning out to be a complete disaster. You're his wife, and you didn't know about it?
Shut up! Why would I know about such a thing? Kevin having an in-house affair? I thought I was the only one.
I guess not. By the way, as you can probably tell already, I'm going to charge you compensation too.
Huh?
What's wrong? You messed with my husband and drove us to a divorce. I'll charge you around $10,000.
Wait a minute. I told you I was working part-time, didn't I?
Yes, you did. What about it?
There's no way I can pay you $10,000. Don't be silly.
I'm not kidding. Did you really think there would be no repercussions? Are you crazy? The world is not that easy.
Oh no, I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just took your husband away from you. That was supposed to be the end.
How can it end with you being the only one who's happy? I'm an eye for an eye type of person. Too bad for you.
I'm sorry. I'll apologize. I'll even give Kevin back. So please, forgive me.
I don't need that trash anymore. It's non-returnable.
Oh no, what am I going to do?
Well, I'm sure you'll get the bill in a while. You can look forward to it. After that, I then immediately hired a lawyer and asked Lena and my ex-husband for compensation in a lump sum. Since neither of them had enough money to pay in a lump sum, they had to borrow money to pay me back. On top of that, my ex-husband had to pay compensation for the other affair he had. As a result, they are so deep in debt. In the end, they could not pay the mortgage and had to sell the house. They are now living in a one-bedroom apartment together, struggling to make ends meet.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.